So the last time you seen me, I was in my last apartment, and it was not a good place.
I like this song better so far. The beat is better so far. She's talking.
All I gotta say is, all I gotta say is, all I gotta say is means evaporation.
Money made the girls go crazy.
Hello there. Please ignore my hair right now. I'm going to the gym. So yes, it's the next day. After I got done, I think the last time y'all see me was getting ready to go to the gym. I went to the gym. I did like a lot of errands. Like I was cleaning out my car, I cleaned out my apartment because I just moved, which we're gonna talk about that. And I did. I think that was mostly it. I was so tired yesterday, and I was trying to get so much accomplished. Like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't like tired, like exhausted, but like mentally, I was like, girl, you got a lot of stuff that you need to do so you can get everything aligned because your apartment looks a mess and life is looking a mess. Like, my car was disgusting. Let me say, I bet my car was so bad to the point that I cleaned it, and I know I'm gonna have to do a second round. That's how much I need to clean it. I actually need to get the carpet shampooed, but we'll get into that later. Like later in a few weeks. Like I'm not getting it done as soon as possible. So, I don't know if Drake was gonna be in. I got Devato coming. There's a lot of good people coming. Devato's gonna be coming November the 18th. I'm interested in that. So I have not heard Doja Cat's new song. I was supposed to do a video on it, but it's looking like it's not gonna happen. And I want to hear the song. So it's gonna be Paint the Town Red, and we'll be listening to that, and you'll be getting my first reaction to it. So let's go. I hope she does better than the last song. If you haven't seen that video of me
Waiting for
reviewing,
connection.
if you haven't seen me reviewing the last video of her last song, I would check that out. I'll leave it in the description.
Said what they said.
Hey.
I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't know good, she rebel, she go forward. Said my happiness is all of your misery. I paint the town red, bitch.
See, I fucks with this. This is more Doja Cat vibe for me. That last song that she put out, I don't know what was happening. I don't know what was going on. Like, I was so uncomfortable. But it is crazy because the promotion for her album, like, she's making everything red. Like, Hot Pink, that album is red. And then, like, they said all her shit's turned red. I didn't look at everything else, but I heard, like, that everything's turning red. And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on here? And then, you know, they're also talking about her being in Demonic and all this other stuff. But I don't know. Because all these artists do so many crazy things when their albums are like coming out. Like The Weeknd, he did like that whole plastic surgery thing to get more publicity. Like, I know it's them trying to like jump from black and white culture or jumping from all cultures to like get the attention. But she got everybody's attention right now. At this point, she might as well work for Coca-Cola or something because, or like be a part of Coca-Cola ambassador because of all the red that she got going on over there. But I like this song better so far. The beat is better so far. She's talking her shit, and that's what I adore because Doja, the way she rap is actually very fluid, and I always like how she rap. But we'll finish this song off. Well, that's definitely Well, that's definitely going on a playlist. That's definitely a good 8 out of 10. Like, I mean, she didn't go that hard, like, out of the paint, like what we used to Doja, like, talking her big girl shit. She did kind of repeat herself in the second verse, talking about her, like, not having any hair, and she still looks good, which, meh. So, I definitely would give it an 8 out of 10, though. She did really good. I've been waiting for something like this. This is what I wanted, or I'm sorry, I don't even know if I say, this is definitely, like, 4 stars out of 10. I mean, 4 stars out of 5. I'm sorry. So 4 stars out of 5. The only reason why I don't give it a 5 out of 5 is because she repeated herself in the second verse about the whole not having hair thing and still looking good. Which, you know, I love that for you, sis, but I don't need to hear you say that again. But if she was just to go a little bit harder, I would have given it a 5 out of 5. But it's way better than that last song. I would tell you that. That last song, I don't know what was going on. My brain was not wrapping around it. I tried. I listened to it like a good 4 times after I did the video. But it's just, no, it's not doing anything for me. It's not getting added on any playlist of mine, no. But this song's definitely getting added on my summer playlist. Now, when it comes to Halle, so everybody knows I love Halle, baby. That's like my everything. Ariel has been that girl for me since I seen her the first time when she was with Chloe and Halle. So it's just everything. So we're gonna listen to Angel because I haven't heard it today. I mean, I just woke up, but I haven't heard it actually in a day and a half. So we're gonna listen to that. When I tell you Mama hits the vocals, Mama hits the vocals. She put out this single like she had something to lose. Like, I don't know what she thinks. She be singing like she really has nothing, like, we're gonna forget about her. Like, no, we're not forgetting about you, sis. We're not.
Property, something that just don't sit right with you. But you all the world come waving down. The angels play.
Everything about that song I love. Everything. Just the vocals, like, she did so well. I can't wait to hear the next song. Like, I don't even know if she's gonna go like in a poppy range or if she's gonna stay like this R&B-ish, like kind of gospel. Everything's just so good. But I'm about to pull up to the gym and get a workout in and we'll be back.
Hi. Okay. I can't stop smiling. So if you guys can't tell from the background, I have moved. Finally, I have made the decision to move. This is just so crazy because it's like I finally have the lighting that I want, and I just don't know how to act right now. Like, I am on cloud 9 right now. Like, hi. Where shall I begin? The last time that you guys see me, I believe I was, well, so the last time you see me, I was in my last apartment, and it was not a good place. How can I explain this? So let me rewind back. So I moved into my own apartment in January, right? It was cool at first. Everything was fine. I think I was just so happy to be in my own place that I was thinking about like everything else will kind of figure itself out. Mind you, the apartment was very, very dark, and eventually, oddly enough, it started getting to me. It started becoming a place of where it was just like a place I really laid my head other than being my home. Like, I would definitely go around and I would try to decorate as much as possible so that I can make it more of a home place for me, and it just was not working. I feel like in my last place I didn't have any excitement to do any type of content because it was just so dark and it was just very negative on me myself. Every time I wanted to do something like I can grab the camera now and do this video because I didn't have enough lighting, and I kept buying lighting to make sure that I could have it. But me as a content creator, I love natural lighting. It always has been my favorite. I like how I look more in natural lighting than artificial lighting. I mean, I can definitely have artificial lighting and that's cool or whatever, but it's just a different, like, it's just a different glow that hits me. I don't know if it's because I'm black, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like a different type of glow. I can see a different type of glow in me when I use natural lighting. So I decided that I wanted to move. Now, I've been thinking about moving since February, to be honest. But I was like, no, we'll figure it out. We'll let it go. Like, I'll keep buying more lighting. So I've been buying like lighting galore, like nobody's business. I just keep buying stuff, and it didn't work. So then also around that time at my previous job that I was at, I didn't feel confident enough to make a big move because I didn't know if I was gonna have a job still, to be honest. I feel like at that last job, I was on my last leg, just mentally, physically, emotionally, and it was like I didn't want to make any type of big moves or make any type of big decisions because I don't know where I'm gonna be within the next 2 weeks. And it's not even me being like dramatic, like it really was. I felt like it was a week by week basis with that. Like, I don't know if one day I would come into work and I'm just flat out quit. Like, that's how bad it was getting. And it definitely stemmed from management. It definitely stemmed from, I think, yeah, mainly from management, because the job's not that hard. It's just the management. Even the employees I could deal with, and then also the customers. It's starting to get a little crazy because like the scamming, and it was becoming a very uncomfortable place for me, and I was trying to keep as positive as possible. I do want to shout out and thank people like Laura that works with me. I want to thank Lisa. I want to thank her. So many people. Like, there's so many people I want to thank for like being there for me in the time, like even when I had like really bad moments and then things were very dark for me. They would always be there. Jackie, Marie, like anybody who honestly that I used to work with that I care deeply about. I want to thank you guys because they were honestly the only reason why I stayed at that job, because it just was rough. Now moving forward for that, so I definitely talked to my grandmother, which I love my granny. Hey granny. And around March, April-ish, and I think it was April. I was like, hey. She was like, how's everything going in your new place? I was like, I don't like it. And she's just like, well, why? And I was explaining to her, like, you know, that it's dark. I feel like I'm not productive here. I feel like it's not really a home for me. I feel like it's something that I have, but it's not really something that I really want. And then she was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, honestly, I don't know. And she was like, well, why don't you just transfer units? We love the OGs because they get us together. They get us together and gather us like a ponytail so much. And you know, I never thought about that. Let me just say that I never thought about that. But then also, I didn't want to make any rash decisions because I didn't know if I was gonna have any income coming in, and moving into a whole different place is a shitload of money. Like, I didn't think it was gonna cost as much to move from unit to unit, and it cost as much as me moving by myself. I mean, like moving out of the apartment complex in general. Because I moved and then I upgraded my unit. Of course, I'm not gonna not upgrade my unit. And then also I had to make sure that the unit was in the way that I wanted it to be. So I had to like literally go outside, stand in front of the apartment complex, stand in front of the unit, and then I would have to like see where it was at. And I'm like, oh, this is better lighting. Oh, is this south facing? Oh, is this north facing? Because all that stuff really does matter. It really does. So I was like, okay, cool. So I finally found a place, and I was like, okay, I like it. We invested and we go for it. Me and her had this conversation in March, April. So around April, I was like, okay, you need to change jobs. It got to the point where I was just like, if you're this miserable and brings up your anxiety this bad just to go to work. And the thing about it is, when it comes to work, that is a place of where you obtain your income. So you don't ever want to work nowhere where you like have anxiety, because it's like Mondays were hell for me. Let me explain that. Because we had so many meetings, and it was just very much like what you did wrong, what you're doing wrong, and moving forward, you're still doing shit wrong. So it's very much like a brain fuck, and that's what really used to bring down. It used to make me feel horrible. It's just, and then on top of that, going home to like a dark ass apartment, it just didn't make any of it better. Like, I used to come home from work, and you know, like, you should be excited to come into your place. Like, now I'm happy to be in my apartment. Like, you can't tell me nothing, bitch. I'll be happy as fuck when I get up here. I'm like, oh, this is me. We're loving it. We're working it. Now, isn't not all the way like put together because, you know, I just moved and I still have some boxes here and there. But for the most part, like, ever since I got here, I'm just like, Yeah. Like the lighting, when you come in, there's light. We love lights. This is no light fixtures. This is the natural light that the apartment gets. Like it's totally different. Either way, so then I was like, it's time for you to make a career change. I love retail. Don't get me wrong, I love retail. I've always loved retail as long as I can remember because I came from fast food, so you really appreciate retail more than anything. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a chance. I made a TikTok and a vid. I think it was TikTok. I made a TikTok saying like, okay, I feel like it's time for a change, and I can try to look up to the date of when I put that out. 6/15. So I can't even use that video. That's not a good time to tell you what I have because I switched jobs in May. So I don't know. I felt like in the end of April, I was like, you need to make a change because you're about to lose it. And I don't like losing it because I feel like once I lose it, I become an emotional wreck, and I don't want to be emotional wreck. So I finally decided that I want to change jobs, and I was like, I'm gonna take a risk. It's gonna be lower pay, but it's time for you to, you know, make a big boy decision. So I decided to make a change. And I did it, and I switched jobs, and it was terrifying, and I was scared for my fucking life because I'm so used to consistent bills, and I'm so used to consistent routine, and it worked out. Everything's working out very well. Like honestly, I put my faith in God more than what you guys, like if I can only explain to you, like I was putting so much faith in him. I was just like, listen, if you can make this happen and you want this to happen, I'll just ride the wave. I was just like, I gotta give control, relinquish control, and I gotta ride the wave. And guess what I did? He got control, I'm riding the motherfucking wave. And riding, and everything is falling into place. Like it's the most scariest, but I feel like I deserve it. Like I've never felt like I deserve something more in my life, and I haven't been keeping so much faith. So that's good. So we're pushing into May. I got the new job. I'm living my best life. Bills are starting to catch up though. Bills are starting to get a little ratchet. I moved into this place at the end of July. So I'm telling you to build up until we get there. So I'm like, okay. So keep in mind, I'm still thinking about like maybe getting a new place, but I gotta make sure my bills are in line. So I started getting into this thing where, you know, I got paid less than what I usually get paid. So I'm like, okay, you're not gonna be able to move into a new place yet until you get settled at your job. So I'm like, okay, I give myself a month to like, you know, tighten up. In the middle of me in that month, bills are coming like aggressively, and it's like every time I turn around, I'm like dishing out $200, and it's like I don't think I can handle this anymore. So May is like, I'm good. I love my job I'm at right now. I'm like, cool, but you're gonna need another income. And that was what that's what I was so scared of. I feel like I promised myself I would not work two jobs again because I would get overwhelmed, and I feel like I would go into this dark place, and that's like one of my biggest fears. So I was like, okay, well, we're gonna try at least. So I looked online the next day. I looked online that night, and then I found a job the next day, and I started the following week. So this is in June now. Mind you, I did all May trying to like stay with the one job, trying to balance my books and stuff like that. It just wasn't working. So we go into June, and I'm like, okay, June. I got a second job now. I'm working, you know, trying to balance everything out, and it's not working. I feel like God's telling me that, you know, you may need to leave. And when it comes to my income, I get very scared about that because I know you can like the world's a crazy place right now. It's very much a lot of commoners going on, and there's a lot of money over everything type of situations. And I can't even lie, like I'm scared. Like I don't want to lose everything I worked hard for because I want to take this faith into a job that He gave me. But I had no choice. So again, I was working two jobs. I've been working two jobs all the way until now, actually. So the thing that happened was, I don't know, by the time I posted this video, I don't know if I'm gonna have two jobs anymore. And the reason why I say that is because I decided to put myself first when it comes to work, just because I work a lot. I work more than I should be working. I work more than I worked so much that my body was starting to get affected by it. I started losing weight again, which, you know, I'm trying my hardest not to lose all that weight. But it's because of stress and overworking myself. And it's not even my first job, it's my second job. Like having to report to work at 5:30 in the morning, and you may work until like maybe 3 or 4, but then turn around and have to work 6 to 10. Like most of my day is gone. All I do is Monday through Friday, I have no choice but to just sleep. And that can build off into depression. And I'll tell you this. So I try to work with my management when it comes to my second job about me just having like a day off, like not having to come Monday through Friday, come like Tuesday through Friday, and I'll make sure that everything's good for them on Monday, even though it's not that big of a deal because they don't have much to do on Mondays and Fridays. It's like I clean offices, so it's not, nobody's there on Monday. People who work at the office usually not there on Monday and are usually on Friday. So I picked the easier day, you know, trying to do what would be right. And so me and my manager, we had came to this agreement that I would just clean really, really well on Fridays. It got back to the district manager who's above her, and she just refused, like completely refused my decision for me to have Mondays off, even though I did explain to her 2 weeks prior. I did ask if I could have it off, and then she said she'll think about it, and then it came into a no. So that conversation made me really see a lot of stuff for what it was. Like, I definitely understand my second job. When you get the job, you definitely have to sign like a contract, which I completely agree. But they say you work Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. But the thing is that there is wiggle room, but it's like she wasn't trying to give me wiggle room. So it started to be coming to the point of she wants to do what she wants to do, not really caring about what everybody else feels or how everybody else is gonna take it. And that's okay. That's the thing. It's like, I'm not gonna be sitting here like acting like I need to be baby, because I am an adult and I definitely understand the situation. But I feel like there was some wiggle room for us to work something out, and she just refused to do it. So people like that in this big age I'm at, I just don't want to deal with at all. Like, to this point that I would just find something else. So I don't know. Today is Monday. August the whatever, and we'll see if I have a second job, still have my second job, because I told them I'm not gonna come, and then the district manager said if I call out, I'll be terminated. So we'll see. You never know. But off to the back of that, when it comes to jobs, I feel like some of them just it's not necessary. People don't understand that people have lives and they don't care. Because one thing the district manager said that rubbed me completely wrong was she was saying that, you know, I don't get off days. I have to work whenever, which you're a district manager, so you have to work anytime you need to work, and that's the position that you chose. But as for me, just being a regular employee, I deserve to still have a life, and I explained to you that it's a lot for me, just physically having to work so much, 13-hour days, if you think, not even, I think like 15-hour days, maybe 16-hour days, and there's only 24 hours in a day. So I definitely made the decision that I would, if I can't get Mondays off, it kind of just is in their hands. All right, so it's just an amazing feeling to have my own place and have this amazing lighting, because content is definitely coming. There's no reason why I shouldn't have any type of content. Prime example, I'm literally sitting here filming a video. But moving forward into August, we have a new place, new blessings, new things are gonna be happening. I'm so excited to be in a new place. Like things were getting a little shaky, but I always made sure I kept faith, and I feel like everything's working out for me. Again, if the income doesn't come in, I will have to find another job, and that's not gonna be that big of an issue as I thought it was gonna be, because apparently everywhere is hiring. Because I get it, because we're all going through hell emotions, and it sucks that we actually have to, like, people have to get second jobs just to get by. But I'm gonna keep my faith, and again, everything happens for a reason, and I'm just so excited, and I hope you guys will enjoy this journey, because it's a whole new journey. And like, having a new place is a whole new journey. I gotta like do different type of decorations. I did stuff here and there. I'm definitely doing a apartment tour. I'm definitely doing one once I get everything like handled. I'm still trying to look for some more art as we go. I'm trying not to also buy as much. Like, when I moved into, I felt like me living in the last place, I tried to buy so many things so that I can make it like better for me. But now it's like, since I like it already, it doesn't need that much. Like, I'm cool with what I got right now. It's just that I definitely will be buying more stuff to enhance it. I want to buy more like art, and I want to like frame it in the gold frames that I have now. And it's just so many blessings that have been happening, and I'm just very grateful. And if you guys can't feel the radiation of happiness I have, like, I can only explain to you. There's gonna be more content. I definitely want to do more fashion content. I want to do more things that I like to see myself, and I'm doing really good with not overthinking. I just been putting stuff out, and then it just kind of is what it is. Like, my TikTok has been consistently, I've been putting stuff out, and I'm happy about that. And I have ideas that I'm working on that are gonna be coming out soon. So yeah, just follow along with me, and I also want to start doing weekly vlogs. I don't know if I can. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to do weekly vlogs, but I think it's like I've been trying to do like specific videos, and it hasn't really been working. So I'll try doing the weekly vlogs, and let's see how far it gets me. So yeah, I'm gonna be chilling out for the rest of the day. Probably just cleaning and organizing. But I'm gonna like give myself a break to like chill for a bit, and then I'll start working on that, and then I'll start putting more stuff up. I really need to log into my computer and see if everything's okay with it. It was transitioned over here. Just yeah. Thanks guys for I want to say thank you to everybody who has been on my side and been giving me strength. Like my best friends, my big three, Nita, Jaleesa, and Russell. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all your support. I mean, it really has been helping out as much. Like you guys don't know how much you guys help me do it, and I want to thank you guys. Give you your flowers now. So when you do see this, you'll be like, oh, like yeah, told you I fuck with y'all heavy. So yeah. I think I'm rambling now, but yeah.